glad to be part of this Shift Season 1. It's been tremendous looking at so many people building so many tools, such a variety of expertise, and such a variety of problems that people saw and tried to solve. And I also played my part there. It's been fantastic, like at least iterating for the last 5 weeks. And in the last couple of days, I actually got the tool to a shape um, where it is ready to be like shipped essentially. So a little bit of a background about myself. I'm Rityunjay and I'm a product manager by profession. And I have been vibe coding for some time now. Like it's been around 1.5 years. Like since the first time GPT actually like launched that GPT can give you back code. I started like experimenting around it back then itself. And every time I would get some small problems, like I want to analyze some models. So I have been an AI product manager, so I had to analyze models, I had to analyze prompts, I had to do a little bit of stuff here and there. I would try to like build a locally hosted tool at the very least. And I built a couple of analyzer, built a couple of like Twitter and LinkedIn schedulers and stuff like that. But it's been fantastic, like finally being able to sit down and build something that I believe can help a lot of people, especially who are in this cohort. So without further ado, I'll just take you through to the tool that I've been building. So welcome to Tiinkr. So as the name suggests, like it's Tiinkr. Basically, tinkering means experimenting. So every time you build something, every time you want to build a project, a product, the first phase is tinkering, and it goes on forever. Like you tinker as a product manager, you tinker as a developer, you tinker as a designer, you experiment, you try shit out, and finally you are able to build things that people and customers really care for. And that is exactly what I wanted to solve for you. Now, what is the problem here? So what I understood is that building a feature is or like building a product is not as straightforward as one would think, right? And even if we have the best technology out there, because vibe coding has reached a level where it can actually give you a very complex project to go about it. And I can personally attest it because I have built some very complex products. And there is a thing about building products or developing products is that it's more about how much you define it, how well you like show the context, rather than uh, just like how good the coding software, the development software is. And we are having now softwares which are matching human coders. So what is left? So the primary thing that is left is context. The primary thing that is left is enough actionable um, like specs, and specification is one thing I believe that it's not very easy to write about. Yes, you can write a couple of lines. I want to build uh, chat interface. I want to build productivity software. I want to build an e-commerce platform. It has to be green in color. It has to be black in shade. It has to be. It has to have a couple of buttons. But that's not all what a developer actually requires in order to build what you are actually trying to build. So that is where Tiinkr comes in. Tiinkr is the specs writing documentation tool. It doesn't only create product requirements document. It also builds your app flow document, it builds your front end guidelines, it builds your backend structure, it builds your file structure, it builds your tech stack document. So all this time that you have been trying to build a complete suite or a complete solution for customers, you know there have been places where you lacked, and you knew that you lacked there only once Lovable was able to give you back the app that you wanted to build. Once you saw it working, you said, okay, this is missing. Then you said that is missing. And sometimes you're actually not aware of what is missing. That is when it goes to bugs. And then you go into this like iterative cycle of multiple prompts and multiple credits and multiple iterations, after which also you are unable to like build that solution end to end. And that is exactly what I'm trying to solve here. These hours, these projects, these tokens saved, this is going to help you a lot going forward. And if you are serious about building a software as a solopreneur, even as a person who's building products for a company, this is the first step of actually uh, starting to build uh, class products directly using an AI as your coder. And as I come back to like explain you a little bit about what I am looking to do with it, or how far am I going to like take this software forward. So I had been trying to like build this for some time now, and it is just now when I got the time. And f- I say this very like in a funny way that it took me 1 year to build uh, this application in 2 days. So I basically built this in 2 days. The entire design, the entire requirements, the entire code, including authentication, including website, including the prompts that are going in, the document that is coming out, everything around it. Once you build a software end to end, and when you're doing it alone, so I did it alone. I have been building this solo, and for the last 2 days is when I actually opened Lovable to use it. My feedback for the last 4 years by people was that where is even your software? You're just like throwing words. But that is exactly what I'm trying to tell you. It takes a far longer time to build requirements today than to build code today. And the coding apps in front of you are tremendously powerful. If you want to make the most out of it, if you really want to ship products, if you really want to build products that sell, that people actually want, and something that people will actually pay you for, uh, start using one of these tools. Not mine. If you can build your own documents, well and good, go ahead with that. But please do so. A single line prompt, a couple of lines prompt, reiterating over 100 prompts, it's going to be a very, very frustrating. And when you spend credits faster than you understand what the end goal is, uh, there's a good chance that all of your products might just be in your own local hosted, like local laptop. It will never hit the streets. And that is what I want to solve. Going forward, I am going to build, not in like next 2 3 months, by the end of this month, a complete like reasoning like solution on top of it, where you can actually go there, just tell it, I want to build something in the healthcare space. It's going to take half an hour of your time probably. You'll discuss with it, you'll talk to it, and it'll give you a complete plan, starting from what to build as a product, which areas to target, how to talk to customers, what questions to ask, where to survey. It'll research social media, it'll research online places, it'll research everything on the internet and bring you credible source to validate your problem. And then it will also give you the spec document that you can simply insert in, let's say, Lovable, Bolt, Cursor, Replit, wherever you want, and build that solution end to end. It won't be just an application that you have, it will be a complete plan of building a product ground up, and also giving you that freedom to go ahead and actually build it end to end as a single like entrepreneur, as we call it, solopreneur. If you are in a company, build that next set of feature faster than anybody else in the team can do for you. So that's it, guys. uh, this is Tiinkr, I'm Rityunjay, and thank you for taking out the time to listen to me. Ciao.